2020 has asked a great deal of all of us, of all of our citizens. We've been forced to focus on the moment, on our immediate responses to this terrible virus. The years ahead will continue to be tough. Recovery is never easy. But we must always have an eye to the future, to the kind of world we want to leave to our children, well beyond this crisis. We need to safeguard our planet. This is an ongoing, long-term and collective responsibility. We must pursue economic models that support growth and sustainability. And I thank the Presidency for convening this important event and providing a forum to discuss the many approaches to achieving a sustainable recovery. It's good that the G20 is in strong agreement about the importance of preserving our oceans. Now, this is a very important issue for Australia. We're surrounded by oceans. We're the world's only single nation continent. Our oceans define, literally, who we are as a country. And we share this with our neighbours, especially our wonderful Pacific family. This is why I'm a proud member of the high-level panel for a sustainable ocean economy. We've got a great story to tell. Acting on our G20 Osaka Blue Ocean commitment, we've ramped up our actions to reduce maritime plastic pollution. Now, this includes, in Australia, banning the export of plastic waste. This means each year 187,000 tonnes of waste plastic will no longer be shipped off to developing countries, where too often, sadly, it ends up damaging the environment. It's our waste, it's our responsibility, and Australia is living up to that. And we are absolutely aligned with the G20 presidency preserving our coral reefs. This is so essential. We've invested $1.9 billion in our world-leading Reef 2050 plan, which has been endorsed by none less than the World Heritage Committee and praised by the OECD. We've declared more than 1/3 of our national waters as marine parks. Now, that exceeds the global Aichi target for coastal states that would see them conserve 10% of their marine area by 2020. And we're right behind G20 leaders reaffirming the commitment to end illegal, unregulated and unreported fishing. This steals the livelihoods of those who depend on those fisheries within their sovereign waters. This is an issue we are working hard on in our region through the $2 billion Pacific Maritime Security Program. It involves Australia providing patrol boats to 12 Pacific countries, conducting surveillance and sharing information and data to help protect their sovereign fisheries. Our efforts to halt biodiversity loss will also remain a critical focus, including through our investments in sustainable land management, wildlife recovery after last year's terrible black summer of bushfires, and soil conservation. And Australia is committed to practical pathways to reduce our emissions and meet our emissions reduction targets. And we've got great form on achieving our goals. What we've set, we've met, and we've exceeded it. Now, this includes for the future further unlocking promising low emissions technologies. Technologies like hydrogen, carbon capture and storage, green steel and aluminium. These can make massive inroads into reducing emissions, not just here in Australia, taking care of our commitments, but globally as well. Australia remains firmly committed to the Paris Agreement and the commitments we have made. We have overachieved on our Kyoto targets by some 430 million tonnes. That's nearly a full year's worth of our emissions. And we're right on track to not just meet our Paris target, but to beat it. So to finish, let me say this. As G20 members, we all have important responsibilities to the present, but also to the future. We must all take action to safeguard our planet for our peoples and for the generations to come. Thank you very much for your attention.